Hello everyone, I'm Heather. Shorty September continues. Hooray. Also the rain continues. Just in case you thought I might have dried out by now. I'm headed to the pub in the pouring rain.
Because they're not going anywhere.
There we go.
Savoury scone person.
Okay, this goes on, yeah? Yeah. Wait. Okay. It's tiny. It's for a child. It's squeezing my head. Oh, sorry. Oh, shit.
Penblwydd hapus I ti. Penblwydd hapus I ti.
Yeah.
Penblwydd hapus I Heather Nicole. Mommy gynta, yeah?
Okay. It is my birthday. I am not working today because how hideous. I would never choose to put that on myself, okay? But today I think it's gonna rain. What? Rain on my birthday? It's been raining for the last 2 weeks. And will probably rain for the next 2 weeks. But I think it's gonna be a let up later today where it's not gonna be as rainy in Swansea. So my husband and my dog and I are going to commute to Swansea where it's not raining in the afternoon, and we're going to take the dog to the beach because she's super old, she's a little nana, and she loves the beach and she deserves it. Okay, books for today, Shorty September wise. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to pick something, but I'm going to go to the bookshelf and I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel the vibes. How do I feel? Okay, and then I'm going to pick a book based on that. Maybe a short one. I don't know. I'm feeling short. Like shorty, like shorter than shorty. Like really short. But we'll see. Also, randomly, last night, so Ammon and I read this one in bed called Pluto Rocket, new in town, Paul Gilligan. And it's cute. It's like funny. It seems like it shouldn't be funny, but it is. It's like this sort of like pigeon guy, and he's very like city-like, you know, like very like NYC, like attitude, like bravado, like sort of pigeon like that. And it's an alien, and the alien has come down to Earth to sort of like investigate and do stuff, and the alien keeps like messing up and acting weird. And the pigeon has to like teach him how to be cool, you know, like stop doing that, you gotta be cool. But also they're sort of like becoming really good friends and like being really cute with each other. Anyway, I thought that was really funny, like, and cute. Like, it's obviously for kids, so my like kid loved it. But I think also there's like grown-up stuff in there that sort of flies above the radar. That was like really funny. I don't know, I would recommend that one just like as a laugh. There's also, it's like a series, so there's another one as well, which I'm gonna try to get to the library now. So I broke into Nero in the night. It was like 1 a.m. or something. He was saying, it was like one guy in a hoodie, and he threw like this massive brick through the window of the door. And it was like one of these like old school bricks. Like it may have come from like the church, because it was like really old. And he was sort of saying like the police are like looking into it and everything, but it's not the only one that's been hit recently. Like apparently loads of like things on that road have been. It's wild. Like there's like police tape all over it. Like that's very stressful. We do live in a city, like, you know, properly in the city, so there is like crime and stuff. But it's usually like high value places, you know, like pawn stores and stuff like that. They get hit and they've got like bars on their windows and stuff to stop it. Like how much can somebody like actually get money wise from breaking into just Cafe Nero, like a local cafe? Like that seems stupid. Like they must have been all their heads. Okay. They didn't have that graphic novel I was looking for, which is annoying. I'll have to order it online. But I did pick up this one, The Most, by Jessica Anthony. People online have been telling me that this is amazing, about a 1950s housewife, I think, who's just sort of had enough and decides to just sort of quit all the stupidness. Sounds good, doesn't it? What do you think? Maisy also thinks it sounds good. But I've been reading this one in the cafe, okay? And I think we found our last prompt. We only had one Shorty September prompt left, and it was a deep dive. And I think I found it. I sort of didn't even think about that this one would meet that prompt, but obviously it's Charles Dickens. Whenever you read a Victorian book, you end up deep diving into shit on Wikipedia, just like a rabbit hole follows you all the way down. And I knew that. I didn't connect it. Okay, so I've already deep dived a bit. Deep dive? Anyway, so it was written in 1852. okay, which is pre-unification of like Germany and Italy and everything, you know. So before that, it was just a bunch of sort of separated out states, you know, like Bavaria was like its own thing, and you know, Genoa was its own thing, and you know, Sardinia and Tuscany like were its own thing. It wasn't Italy, do you know what I mean? So I did know that they were unified like in the 19th century, but I didn't know how late they did it. It was like Italy was like 1860s. I think Germany was like 1870s or something ridiculous. I didn't know that it wasn't sort of that it was like mid-Victorian. I thought all the Victorian books that I've been reading, like it would have happened already. So in this is a bunch of like couriers. Couriers. So I had to look up what couriers meant for the 19th century as well, because it's not like people on bikes delivering like letters, is it? And they're people who are like basically like travel guides or sort of like travel fixers, where they're like native to a place and they help like people from outside travel around in that place, you know, back when it was sort of harder to do. Anyway, so they're all sort of sitting around, all these like guys who are these travel fixers at a hotel in Switzerland, and they're just like telling ghost stories and like talking to each other. But there's this like English guy who's sitting next to them and like listening to them talk, and he keeps referring to them as like, oh, and then the Genoans or whatever. Like he doesn't call them Italians, he calls them Genoans. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So then I had to deep dive about Genoa and like the unification of Italy and stuff. Like I'm talking and not petting the dog, and the dog is like, hello, talk to me. Anyway, so as well, he sort of says about something happening in Bavaria, so separate from Germany or whatever, but then refers to another guy as a German guy. So I don't know what part of Germany he's in, to where like it would have been referred to as Germany instead of referred to as like its separate thing. So I'm gonna have to deep dive a little bit further into that. Is that acceptable now, Maisy? Is that enough cookies? No, more cookies. More cookies needed. Is that acceptable amount of cookies? No? Okay. Oh man, Maisy had the best time at the beach today. Like, we took her off leash. We never used to let her off leash because she has no recall. Like, she will just bound away, and we could not for our lives teach her to come back. And she was so fast. Obviously, she's a greyhound. So when she was younger, she used to just like, we would never have caught her and she would never have come back. She'd just be somebody else's dog now. But now that she's old as shit, she's like slowed down and she can only run for so long, and it's like she doesn't even want to run away as well. She's like, oh no, they know where my bed is, like I'm gonna go back with them. But we took her off lead at the beach. That's the first time we've ever done that, and she like sprinted away. Like she's 13 years old and she like bounded away. As well, there was this like puppy, or this sort of like 2-year-old golden retriever, like running in the waves, and she was like running with that one. She was like playing with him, and they were like running around and like running in circles and stuff, and it was the cutest thing because she's never really able to do that because she's always on a leash. And then because she's so old and like sometimes her back legs just sort of decide to go, you know, like she just gets tired and doesn't realize that she's gonna go tired, and then like her legs just sort of fail and she sort of falls over. Like you just pick her up and she's okay. She's like, oh shit, sorry. But she did that in the surf, like in the waves. Like her back legs like started to sort of wobble and she was going down and she was looking at me. She was like, shit. She was like sending me like SOS face. Like she's like, help. And her butt like went all the way into the surf and she was just sort of like sitting in the waves. I like ran through, like my Crocs got all like sandy and wet and everything, and I lost a Croc charm like running to do like an emergency save. I had to like grab her butt and pick up her butt, you know, and then prop it back up, and then she's like, okay, and then she just walked out with the surf. But we had to put her leash back on because she still wanted to play. She, like, even though I had to like re-prop her butt back up for it to work properly, she still wanted to go like have a run around with this like puppy in the waves. So we had to put her back on a leash. Like, honey, you're a grandma. You need to act your age. Oh my god, but she had such a good time. She like splooted in the car. She's like all the way. And then we went to the pub. She just splooted in the pub. She's like choking on her tongue. Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, I'm so full of pizza. I always get 2 pizzas instead of the one, knowing that we only need the one. Oh my god. Anyway, look at the friggin' sweet thing I got for my birthday. It's a book nook that you build. What? Okay, it's like layers of like little wood pieces, right? And then it's like a little village in a tiny thingy, and it goes on your bookshelf with your books to keep your books falling over. How amazing is that? Okay, we've got some money from my dad for my birthday so we can get an air fryer. And I don't know which one we should get. I think we should get this one. This big ninja one where you can have like a massive drawer or like 2 separate drawers. Like you can change the divider. But we're not sure. There's so many options when you sort of look at them. Like I think this one is like the best one, or like rated the best, but it's also like almost £300. Like that's ridiculous. We can't be spending that much on an air fryer. It's just a flipping air. Okay, I decided on the air fryer I want, right? And I ordered it. It's the one with like the big drawer that can like be turned into the little drawer if you want to cook 2 separate things. Okay, and then I bought that, and I also bought a DVD player. Okay, something I haven't had for 15 years, and the complete set of all 9 seasons of I Love Lucy on DVD. Come on, fire. Okay, my birthday, it was next level. Okay, but then literally as soon as I pressed the click button, I realized my kid's phone won't turn on. And she's gonna go mental without her phone. She's gonna literally die if she doesn't have a phone, like every other person in her class. There's like a year 6 WhatsApp chat she's gonna missing out on. So she needs a new phone pronto. And if I hadn't been such a dildo about being so quick on the button for my birthday money, I could have used that on a new phone, and now it's gonna have to be an extra expense. Like, this life, I tell you. I am super friggin' excited about I Love Lucy though. I might also get Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman and The Nanny. I just told my friend about the DVDs and she was like, why don't you just get it on streaming? It's probably cheaper. And I realized she has no idea the ultimate television problem facing people who live in other countries than the country they grew up in. Like, try to find I Love Lucy literally anywhere in the UK, on any streaming platform or anything, anywhere. It's impossible. They don't have it. The only possible way to do it is to have DVDs. And when I first moved here, they weren't even like Region 2 DVDs. Region 1 DVDs, like American DVDs. You had to have like a special DVD player that would play specifically American DVDs. Like, that's ridiculous. And also, can we talk about how much happier people in the UK would be if they had easy access to I Love Lucy? Okay? Like, no complaining ever because too busy laughing. That's what would happen. I promise you. Look what I found! What? I found 2 of them, bro! At the Central Library. I also got loads of other weird stuff. Break Room? This one's by the author of Dalaga Dream Department Store, which was like a cozy book that I read. I didn't like it, but I think I just don't like cozy, and I hadn't admitted it to myself at the time. I don't think this one is cozy. I think this one is about like a show, like a reality TV show, like to do with like an office related reality TV show. Shane, this has been recommended to me as a result of me liking True Grit. Eat the Rich? I think I've actually checked this one out before and didn't get a chance to read it before it had to go back. But it's like a graphic novel, but it's by Sarah Gailey, who wrote sort of some books that I've read before. I'm sure I've read her before and I enjoyed it. We'll see. The Fade Out is another graphic novel type thing by Ed Brubaker, who did another one that I liked. And it's like a 1940s, like, murder mystery, like noir type thing. Also, love Charlene Harris. I don't know anything about this one either, except that it's Charlene Harris, and I've read loads of crap by her that I loved, so we'll get that going. The Art of Gouache. Okay, I got some like cheap gouache paint from like the bargain store. I use watercolors a lot, but it's different. It's like related to watercolor, but not enough to where I instinctively know how to use it. So I need this book to sort me out and get me started on my gouache journey. So I have finished To Be Read at Dusk, and I fully enjoyed it. 5 stars. It's got 3 stories in it. So To Be Read at Dusk is the first story, the one that I said about the couriers telling ghost stories to each other. That was cute. And then The Signalman, which I'd actually already read in a different collection before, but it's about this like train signalman who's like haunted by this like specter type guy, which ends up like heralding like tragedies and bad stuff. And then the last one, The Trial for Murder, where like a murder victim haunts the people in the trial who are trying to decide if the murderer did the crime. Anyway, fully enjoyed that. Tiny, 5 stars. I have no idea what I'm reading next, but we've done all the prompts. We've killed all the prompts for Shorty September, so now I think it's just mood reading from here, friends. Like, I can just sort of like go about it as I want, picking ones that double up on prompts. If you're still watching, thank you, thank you. Also for the happy birthday messages. Thanks everyone. Thanks to everyone who said happy birthday. That was delightful. I will see you now, not tomorrow, but the day after for a bit of light shorty mood reading.